Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jackie Pinto, and I'm a product specialist here at Freedom Steel. I just want to thank everybody for taking some time out of their day and kind of tuning in to Freedom Steel's Facebook Live. Last week, you were able to hear from the owner, Sean Hackner, on what our vision and what our mission is as a company. Today, as a product specialist, they've asked me to talk a bit on what really brings our customers' projects to life. Now, I'll dig into that in just a bit, but what we've really found is that initial call and having a really good conversation with the customer in the beginning, that's really what's going to make all the difference. So I've been working with Freedom Steel for over 2 years now, and it really has been amazing. First and foremost, the team here, it's an actual team. So we have employees that have been here since day one, that's 17 years. We have specialists that have been here for 14 and 15 years. We have people that specialize in big horse arenas, different regions of the world, steel homes. When you have that type of experience under one roof, it really leads to a better customer outcome with their project. So if for some reason one of our customers isn't 100% for sure on what they want to do with their project, the customer can have the confidence to come to us and our team for direction. Now, something else I really like about Freedom Steel is the relationship that we're encouraged to have with each one of our customers. From what I've seen and what I've heard, in a lot of sales jobs, once the sale is made, then the consumer will never hear from that person that they initially spoke with. So at Freedom Steel, that's not the approach we take. We invest a lot of time in the beginning before any deposit is ever received, and we have an entire team that keeps in touch with the customer throughout the process, even after delivery. So you're kind of stuck with us for a bit because we want to ensure that the building showed up on time, we want to know how the assembly went, and we want to know if there's anything else that's needed. The owner, he always pushes to see if there's anything that, that we could have done better. And as he spoke about it last week, Freedom Steel is always improving. I just had a customer a few weeks ago, his name's Craig, and when I followed up with him after the building was delivered, he actually put it together himself. And what he said was our building was exactly as advertised. So it's great to hear that kind of feedback, but when you hear it consistently, it just gives you even more confidence in what you're doing. Now, just one other thing I wanted to touch on is how Freedom Steel really cares about their employees and about the community. When you work in that type of environment, it's really easy to give that same approach to our customers. So as a team, we've gone out together, we've helped in the community. There's definitely tons of contributions that I've heard about Freedom Steel making to the community, and it's really inspiring to work for a company like that. I've been married since I've worked here. I've had a child. I've been able to chaperone on my kids' field trips, and I'm just really grateful for all of that. So I really appreciate the company that Freedom Steel is. Now, what I'm really here to speak about is really my favorite part. It's the customer experience. This is really what's going to make us different from a lot of the other companies out there. As soon as the customer calls in, they're greeted by Solange, and she is just awesome. If you're ever having a bad day, just give her a call, and I guarantee she's going to cheer you right up. So after speaking with her, she's going to send you over to a product specialist like me. And that's really where our journey is going to begin. When you call us, just be prepared to do a lot of the talking. At Freedom Steel, that's what we really want to do. We want to listen to the customer, and we want to pay attention to the details. Our reputation, the buildings themselves, they're going to show you why we're better. We don't have to explain any of that. So on the first call, we want to know about you. We want to know what you're trying to do. It doesn't matter if you're a year out or if you want your building as soon as possible. We're going to take the same approach on every single call. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask you, what are you using the structure for? Where are you putting it? What size doors do you want? Where are they going? And this way, when we get with engineering, we're going to come up with the exact layout, the exact design that's going to give you the exact building that you're going to need, okay? Sometimes we're going to even ask you, hey, what size is that boat you're putting in there? What kind of clearance do you need for that lift? And the last thing we ever want to happen is that a customer gets a building that they can't even use the way they want to. And I've heard from other customers, they call into places and someone just says, let me know what you're looking for. They give them dimensions and the representative will come back with a square footage price. And it's really a shame that they're not taking more time out to really dive into what the customer wants. The unfortunate part is what usually ends up happening in those cases. After a deposit's given, that company will come back and say they need more money. They didn't account for this, they didn't account for that. And it puts the customer in a really awkward position. So at Freedom Steel, you're never gonna have to worry about any of that happening. We know that it's a big investment. We have customers that are using their buildings for like a retirement shop. We have customers that are gonna use big horse arenas for horse shows. And then we deal with customers that invest their entire life savings into a building so they can get their business to the next level. And with all of those projects, we take each and every one very seriously. So I think when it's all said and done, in order to give the customer exactly what they're looking for, you have to care. And at Freedom Steel, they make sure that they hire the people with that same kind of mindset, that truly cares about the customer, truly cares about the project, and what they're trying to do. So if you're ever interested in a steel building, or if you know someone who is, or maybe you just have a few questions on how this process works, give us a call because we're more than happy to listen. Thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't liked us already on Facebook, go ahead and do that. And follow us on social media as well. And stay tuned for the next Facebook Live. Thank you.